Hey guys, so I'm coming to you from my hotel room in Memphis. I don't know why I decided to share that, but anyways, in this video, has nothing to do with Memphis, but I thought that I would talk through what a typical night shift is for me, or what it looks like for me when I am working as a nighttime sleep tech. Currently, I am a sleep tech in training. My technical job title is a sleep study tech non-certified, which I am in the process of training to become certified. That is the whole purpose of me being in Memphis right now. I am completing that training. But anyways, so a typical routine for me, when I work night shift, my typical shift hours are from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Yes, it is a 12-hour shift. Yes, I do have to stay awake for that entire time to be watching my patients. I can have up to 2 patients. We only have 2 beds at the sleep center that I work at. So if there is a pediatric patient, we can only have 1 pediatric patient at a time because only one of our rooms is equipped with a CO2 sensor, which is mandatory for pediatric sleep studies. So only one pediatric patient or patient that needs a CO2 sensor can be scheduled at any given time. So we can do a pediatric and adult. We can do 2 adults, but we cannot do 2 kids. So anyway, I don't know why I got into that little tangent, but normally if somebody is scheduled to come in at 7, I will actually come in at 6 because I need time to get everything set up. So far, I have not worked a night shift by myself because I am in training. I do need another tech there legally to run the study. I do know how to run the study and I do know how to do most things, but legally there has to be a tech there who is registered. So anyways, basically, once I get there, or once we get there, I'm just gonna say because, yeah. Anyways, once I get there, I will get the linens for the patient or patients. So at the sleep center that I work at, we make our own beds. So I need to get linens for each patient. If we have a pediatric patient, their parents have to stay with them. So we have to get a set of bedding for the parents as well. We don't normally get a full set of bedding just because they don't need it in the pull-out little sofa bed that we have. But we normally get them like a comforter and a blanket and then pillowcases. So there's that. Once I get upstairs, I make the beds usually. Well, first I check the voicemail because we've had patients recently that have been canceling either due to weather or just because. Some of it has been sickness because there has been a lot of sickness going around in our area lately. But yeah, so I'll check the voicemail. And then after I check the voicemail, I will look and see kind of if there's anything super urgent that needs to be done. Otherwise, if there isn't anything super urgent that needs to be done, I will go and make the beds so that when the patient comes, then everything is ready and they can go into their room. After the beds are made, I will go through and print out bedtime and morning questionnaires. Usually it's on the same sheet of paper, so it'll have the bedtime questionnaire on one side and the morning time questionnaire on the other side. These are questions that we ask our patients so that we kind of get an idea of their day before they go to sleep and then how they felt that they slept overnight, like during the study. So then it gives us an idea of like what else might be going on if we didn't see anything, just information that the doctor might find helpful when he goes to read it. So after that, like I look through their chart, see if there's anything pertinent as far as medical information that needs to be known about the patient, like whether they have a history of seizures, other health conditions they might have. If a person's coming in for a titration, we also take a look at if they have had an echo, because if you didn't know, ASV You have to have a certain ejection fraction in order to qualify for an ASV device. So I can give you guys more information about stuff like that if you're interested. Other than that, the next action would be setting up the hookup room. We have an actual dedicated space where we do our hookups. I know some sleep centers, they actually do the hookup right in the room. I actually find it convenient that we have a little room where we can do hookups in, because I feel like it would be difficult to do hookups in our patient rooms just because of how the beds are and everything like that. I feel like it's easier to have them in this little space where we have like a barber chair and everything so that they can sit down, we can get them hooked up, and then we can bring them back to their rooms. So we get everything set up in there, and then it's time for the patient to show up. So I work in a hospital-based sleep center, so I have to go down to the ER since that is the only entrance that is open at that time when patients are coming in for sleep studies. So I go down, I get the patient, bring them up, go through the bedtime questionnaire with them, and then I let them know, I'll let you do whatever you need to do before you get ready for bed. I'll have you change into your pajamas, and then once you're ready, just open the door up and we can get you hooked up. So then once they open the door, bring them back, hook them up. Once they're hooked up to everything, a hookup is basically like the leads, electrodes, all of those things. Once they are fully hooked up, bring them back to the room, put the head box onto the wall. And like I said, if you guys want more information, I can talk more about it in another video. Just let me know what you have questions about or what you want more information about, and I'd be glad to do that for you. So continuing, we get them hooked up, we get them in bed, then we run through calibrations, which basically gives us an idea of whether the equipment is working or not, whether the leads are in the right place, whether we need to fix anything, all of that stuff. So if everything's good, then we basically let them know, hey, everything looks good. If you need anything, just let us know. We can hear you, because there are cameras and microphones in each of the rooms, obviously, because we need to be able to hear if something's going on or see if something is going on. And basically, we kind of let them be for the rest of the night unless we have to go in there. And other than that, it's just scoring, which is still my arch nemesis at this point. I am getting better at scoring, but scoring is something that you really have to be dedicated to, and it takes a while to get used to scoring the different sleep stages. So I'm still in the process of learning how to do that, but like I said, I'm getting better at it. So with that being said, other than that, throughout the night, it's just kind of scoring their study, going in to fix anything that needs to be fixed, and then basically, like if the patient needs to get up and go to the bathroom, taking the head box off the wall and then plugging it back in when they're done using the bathroom, putting in a tech note every 20 to 30 minutes, but usually it's more. Anyways, other than that, in the morning, we do, when they're ready to get up in the morning, if we have enough study time, or if we have to wake them up, then we get them up, we get them unhooked from everything, and then we let them take a shower or get dressed, and then we just have them open the door again to their room when they're ready to go. Then we ask them the morning questionnaire, which is basically, like I said, asking them how they felt they slept and a bunch of other questions. Like I said, I can go into more detail if you'd like it. But yeah, then once it's done, we walk them down if they need to be walked down. Some people know kind of the layout of the hospital. Other people come from out of town. So if they need us to walk them down, we walk them down. Otherwise, or if it's before a certain time of day, I like to walk them to the exit anyway, just because, I don't want them walking around the hospital for no reason. But anyway, then we go back up to the sleep center, write the tech note if we haven't yet, print out the study, scan it back in, because the sleep doctor that reads them likes it a certain way. And so there's that. And then After the tech note's written and all of that, we chart, and then we have to strip the beds and then bring the laundry downstairs, and it's time to clock out and go home. So that is literally my entire shift as a sleep tech. If you guys, like I said, if you want more information, just let me know, and I would be more than happy to give you guys all of the information you could ever want in the world. There is a lot of information, like I've mentioned previously, that you can learn about sleep medicine or just sleep in general from everything that I've been going through as a sleep tech in training. It's a lot. So anyways, that is it for today's video. If you guys have any questions or any other topics you would like me to discuss in the future on my channel, please be sure to let me know. I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys next time.